have to be an athlete to talk about this because this affects my community.
Well, you just said you couldn't answer because you're not an Olympian.
All right, you know what we're going to try? Why don't we try?
Okay.
You're not Olympian. Can we please stop talking at the same time? If you talk at the same time, Blossom. If you talk, Blossom.
Riley Gaines and Piers Morgan absolutely destroy this woke trans lib on live television. Riley Gaines and Piers Morgan absolutely dismantled woke nonsense with pure logic. The debate whether men and women should compete separately in sports sounds simple, right? Well, apparently not for everyone. Let's break this down.
The next Olympics will be in America, in Los Angeles. I'll ask you one more time. Why do we separate the sexes in the Olympics? Why do we have men and women competing separately? Give me an answer.
Well, Piers, won't you tell me the answer since I don't know?
You don't know the answer? Oh, Riley's got a hand up. Riley, why don't you educate? Why don't you educate Blossom?
Tell me the answer since I don't know.
Riley, why do we separate the sexes in the Olympics?
Because men and women are different. We have different physical ceilings. It's the same reason why you have any category. It's the same reason why we have the Paralympics versus the Olympics. It's the same reason why we have weight classes in boxing. We don't have weight classes in boxing because we are fat shaming people who weigh more. No, we have weight classes because it would be unfair. We know the outcome. Every single person, kindergartners, know the outcome of what would happen if we had a 220-pound man fight a 170-pound man. It's the same reason why we have age divisions. We don't have 12 and unders or Pee-wee leagues.
What if that 220-pound, wait, what if that 170-pound man has the agility to beat that 220-pound man? That makes no sense. So you want to base all of the Olympics off of exceptions? Your answer makes no sense. That makes no sense. Y'all don't know anything about somebody's biochemistry.
It makes sense
biology. You do not know.
Of common sense.
You do not know, Riley. I'm sorry. You absolutely do not know about somebody's biology.
You just admitted you're not an athlete.
Chemistry
you
is made differently.
That you have never competed at the highest level.
And see, this is the thing. I don't have to be an athlete to talk about this because this affects my community.
But you just said you couldn't answer because you're not an Olympian.
All right, you know what we're going to try? Why don't we try? Okay. Can we please stop talking at the same time? If you talk at the same time, Blossom. If you talk at the same time, nobody can hear either of you. Okay? So Blossom, let's start with you again. A simple question. I'll tell you why they separate the sexes, just as Riley has. It's because men have a physical advantage over women, which would mean that women would not win more than a handful of medals in the entire Olympics. Would you be happy if it was a gender-neutral Olympics?
Why are we?
Hang on.
Answer my question. This about women, though? Women are just as strong as men.
I'm asking you.
I'm sorry. Women are just as strong as men.
So just to be clear,
as powerful as men.
Okay.
And I don't believe that.
Okay, Blossom.
Oh, come on. You don't believe that men have a biological advantage? That's not up for debate. It's just reality. I mean, even the strongest female athletes in the world acknowledge this. Riley Gaines and Piers Morgan are over here dropping facts, and Blossom is just plugging her ears like, I don't buy it. Yeah, well, facts don't care what you buy. Science is still science, no matter how much you wish it wasn't.
That's just your opinion.
So Blossom,
that's not always fact.
Blossom, if the world #1 tennis player...
I don't buy it.
Okay, you know that Serena Williams admits that she would be beaten by the top 1,000 men in the world at tennis, right? You know that, do you?
No, I did not.
You did not know that. So,
okay, where's the?
You don't know that. You don't know why men and women get separated in the Olympics.
I would like to read those receipts.
Both Serena and Venus Williams lost.
Are you waving them? Are you waving them around?
What?
You can look it up to the 203rd ranked male player. He drank in between sets, smoked in between sets, and played 18 holes of golf before, and admitted that he played like a 600 male ranked player. And they lost in a blowout, and they are phenoms, the best of the best. No other woman for a while even could come close to them, and they got beat by a man. Let me repeat it. In a blowout, the 203rd ranked male player who admitted he played like a 600 ranked player, drank, smoked between sets, and played 18 holes of golf.
Blossom, just to be clear, would you want the American Olympics, the LA Olympics, would you want them to be gender neutral, where the sexes compete with each other?
Absolutely. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think long as
Oh, Here we go. A gender-neutral Olympics? Are you serious? I don't know about you guys, but that would be the fastest way to erase women from winning anything. Riley Gaines and Piers Morgan were 100% right to call this out. You can preach inclusion all day long, but if your solution is making it impossible for women to even compete, that's not progress. That's straight-up erasure.
It's completely insane.
And non-binary
people. Do you also believe
yes,
that we should
why not?
It's completely insane.
This country was built on diversity, equity, and inclusion. And
exactly. This is why that's so nuts.
That does include cis women like.
And you know what you would do? Hello? You would exclude all women from winning medals. Well done.
That's not true.
Exactly. This is why Riley Gaines and Piers Morgan are so effective in these debates. They expose the sheer contradiction in this ideology. You claim to support women, but the end result? Women lose everything. It's not about equality anymore. It's about pushing an agenda, no matter how ridiculous it sounds.
That is not true. Can we talk about Leah Thomas? Now, I bring up Leah Thomas because Riley knows her very well. I bring up Leah Thomas because the reality is, yes, she won some games, but Leah also lost some games to cis women. So there are some cis women who are faster than Leah. There are some cis women who are stronger than Leah. And again, when we talk about genetics, there are some cis women that have natural higher testosterone levels than trans women. That's why some of them may look more masculine. Iman Khalif had to experience that transphobia, which, by the way, transphobia affects all women. And now that Trump has excluded trans women from playing in sports, all women are going to be subjected to rigorous tests to make sure that they're not trans. And that does include cis women. I don't care how feminine they look. You could potentially be subjected to these rigorous tests because Donald Trump took his peanut head, red, orange behind and signed an executive order that he doesn't even know anything about.
Look, at the end of the day, Riley Gaines and Pier Morgan obliterated the nonsense here. This isn't complicated. Men and women are different. Sports are about fairness, and pretending otherwise helps no one. The fact that we even have to debate this shows how off the rails things have gotten. Props to Riley Gaines and Pier Morgan for standing firm and speaking the truth.